as you said, when you're watching other people, like sometimes I watch man's videos and I'm just like, fuck,
Yeah,
like that's
that car and that
that's
car.
that's the next
You know
level.
those watches.
But it's going to these places and doing these things. It's fun, but I'm sure in your realm, it's not great for productivity sometimes. And that's something which you're quite big on. You've just released a book, which is, what's the name of it again?
Feel good productivity.
Feel good productivity.
Yeah.
So I want to get into that a little bit, because I feel like that's something which I'm trying to optimize. There's certainly lots of things which I need to improve to get the best from myself. What are some of the very basic things which people can do to get on top of their productivity?
Yeah, so there's a few different ways of thinking about this. One, the way I like to think of it is, if you imagine yourself in a boat, and sort of your productivity is sort of, you got to make sure you're going in the right direction, and then once you figured out what direction you want to go in, you want to like go there pretty fast, or like efficiently or effectively, or without using much excess energy. So there's a direction component, and then there's a sort of efficiency component. The efficiency thing is the thing that most people focus on. Increasingly, I like to focus on the direction thing. But if we just think about the efficiency thing, one way of thinking about it is, yeah, one measure of efficiency is how fast can you get something done? How quickly can you get through your to-do list? But another measure of efficiency is how can you do the thing without wasting loads and loads of energy? And one, like the ultimate hack for this, which is kind of what my whole book is about, is finding a way to enjoy the process. I don't really enjoy the process of going to the gym. It takes me a lot of discipline, a lot of grind to get myself to the gym, and I'm still not consistent. I still don't see the results. You probably enjoy the process of going to the gym more so than I do. It's more effortless for you than it is for, you know, me and a lot of people who might be listening to this who aspire to have your physique. You find a way to enjoy the process, which means you're not wasting all this extra energy thinking, oh, am I, you know, how am I going to get myself there? What am I going to do when I'm there? Like, oh, I can't be asked every 5 seconds thinking of leaving the gym, I suspect. So I think the key to productivity is, with whatever you're doing, find a way to enjoy the process. I figured this out when I was growing my YouTube channel, realized I could apply this to my life as a doctor, you know, the day job, realized I could apply it to my life as a medical student. The more you find a way to enjoy whatever you're doing, the more effortless the thing becomes, and the more it becomes a source of energy rather than a drain of energy. I suspect when you go to the gym, you feel energized afterwards.
Oh yeah,
quite possibly. Often when I go to the gym, I feel drained afterwards, and I'm like, oh, the gym is something I haven't yet cracked. Whereas I found a way to make video editing energizing, found a way to make the day job energizing, found a way to make studying for exams energizing, and that's kind of like the whole principles in the book.
For me, one thing which I need to do more of is just to sit down and write, because I can actually write, and the few times when I force myself to do it, I feel like some magic comes out of me. But the idea of sitting down and just looking at a white screen and thinking, I need to come up with something, and I need to stay focused on this for half an hour or an hour, whatever it might be. I just always seem to want to avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, same. I've interviewed loads of professional writers now because I've written a book. Almost every writer also has that. So I think it's totally normal. One thing I heard from Ryan Holiday is every writer enjoys having written, not writing itself.
Yeah.
And writers will do anything possible to avoid having to sit down in front of the blank page. One thing I would recommend for you is an app that we're actually building. It's called VoicePal. It's a ghostwriter in your pocket. So this is how I write now. I hit record, put my AirPods in, go for a walk around Regent's Park, because I live in Marylebone, and I just speak my thoughts out loud into this. And it uses AI to transcribe whatever you're saying. And then it asks you follow-up questions. And at the end of it, you can export it as a first draft of a newsletter or a YouTube video or a book chapter or whatever you want. And that's a great way of getting writing done, but away from the desk. Because I also freaking hate sitting at a desk, looking at the blank screen and thinking, okay, what do I write? And everyone gets writer's block, but no one gets speaker's block, which is why we built that app. It's called VoicePal. You can check it out.